podcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is season 6, episode 29, episode number 159. How's it going?
Yeah. It was 54.
Check the tape. We have some discrepancy on the numbers.
Is it me? Oh, we have 254. No, 150. Fuck. What did I say? Oh, hold on.
I don't know.
You said 159.
159. Okay. I don't know where I got that.
I'm glad one of us is listening. I'm like, I hear numbers and it's like, wah, 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 wah. This is episode number. Great. Wow, we're so old, man.
Can you believe it's February?
Can you believe it's February?
It's been so darn cold. That weather.
Anyway, 254 is stand corrected. How's it going? Happy birthday month, Shandy.
And same to you.
Thank you.
Hi, February babies.
Woo! It's the age of Aquarius. Are you an Aquarius or is it past you?
I'm a Pisces.
You're a Pisces. I thought that we all had different signs.
Indeed.
I don't know what that means, like, compatibility-wise, but I think it means we're compatible. I feel compatible.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I mean, if it says that you're not, then I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. We're both water signs.
That's true. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm a water sign. Cancer's a water sign.
I don't know. We have reached the maximum.
I know.
The extent of my knowledge.
Yeah, because I think there's like 4 signs for each.
Yes.
There's like
for
4
each
water
element?
signs. Each element. Thank
3
you.
Maybe. Because there are 12 months.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I get numbers.
Kayla had me download that CoStar app.
Yes. She sent it to me when I was in France, and I was like, nah. Internet right now. And I told her I would look at it when I got back, and then I forgot.
Yeah,
so
do the thing so then we can see how compatible we are. Because it actually, she made Jade do it too. And it's actually like, okay, you know, I take this, I do take the horoscope stuff with, I mean, I love the universe and all that, but like this stuff I kind of take sort of with a grain of salt. But I will say the compatibility stuff and the write-ups for me and Jay are like eerily spot on. It's really weird.
Yeah.
What is this app?
It's called CoStar. CO-star.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, do it.
I mean, I think horoscopes are obviously purposefully written to be broad enough that anyone can identify them, but I still like them.
Right. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like those two things can exist at the same time.
Although I'm sure an astrologer is like, it's not fun. No, it's so flippant. Lively on.
12 types of people. Depends on when you were born. Based on stars that are... Anyway, whatever. I do like horoscopes, but I have not yet downloaded that. So you said it was CoStar?
Yes.
CoStar personalized.
Yeah, so you have to... It personalizes your stuffs based on like the time of day that you were born and all that.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. I peruse it each day.
Nice.
Okay, so I know everybody got 4 minutes into this podcast and they were like, where the fuck is Alice and Martha? Well, we had to reschedule. Alice and Martha will be joining us next week. That will give you all just more time to send in your feedback. Thebroadcasters3@gmail.com or 331-276-2373. Or you can do it on Facebook, Instagram. I mean, pretty much wherever you want to get at us, just get at us. We need all the feedback that you can give us. So we will be recording it on Tuesday, February 8th. And we'll see if that'll be a 1-parter or a 2-parter. So
what an interesting date to be recording.
It is an interesting date to be recording on. It's the day before Alex's birthday, and he'll be 4. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my goodness, that was a fast 4 years.
It is crazy that he'll be 4, yeah.
okay, so Alex was exposed to COVID, even though we just got back to school on Thursday. He made it 3 days, and then he got exposed again, and now he's home until Monday the 7th, blah, blah, blah. But, like, there was already one positive case last week, and they sent out an email yesterday that there were 2 more positive cases, making it 3 now in the classroom, and... You know, half the kids that were exposed last week were in isolation, and now the other half are in isolation. So there's literally 2 kids left in his class of 20. Everybody, all 18, are home, isolating. Some are allowed back on the 4th. The others are allowed back on the 7th. So anyway, when she called, I was just like, the first thing I said to her, I was like, please don't tell me you're calling me about COVID exposure. Please don't tell me you're calling me about COVID exposure. And she goes, huh? And I was like... shit. And she goes, I hate these phone calls. And I was just like, we just got out of isolation. Don't send us back. Please don't send us back. So then she's like, Colleen, my job sucks. She's a director. She's like, all I do now is just call people and tell them they have to keep their kids home. And I was gosh. I was like, well, P.S. I have a whole bunch of games from when Zach was like 3 and 4, and they're basically were played with once. Can I bring them in? And she was like, oh my God, yes. So I gave them to her when I going to get Alex, and I was like, she goes, I'm so sorry again. Like, I really hate having to do this. And I was like, well, if it makes you feel better. All you said was, hi, it's me. And my first thought was, please don't tell me he has to come home. It wasn't like, is his arm broken? Is he okay? Is he sick? I was like, I had no concern for his well-being, so don't feel that bad.
Clearly, you trust the quality care he receives while there.
I do. They are a great facility, and we followed the director from our old daycare to this one, so like that's how much we love them. Like she is fantastic. But I can't believe that this child is going to be in pre-K next school year.
That's crazy.
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
And then he's going to be in kindergarten.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We've been doing this show a long time.
We have indeed.
Yeah.
We have indeed.
Dude, that means that before you know it, Zachary's going to be in middle school.
Ugh. Shut your fucking mouth. Anyway, how is it going? Shandy, how'd you do with Dry January?
You know, I'm still going strong, actually, because I started late. My Dry January started on January 5th. So I'm definitely going till February 5th. But then Frank's Dry January started on January 12th. It was when each of us came back from France.
Gotcha.
Because it's just very difficult to... But so then I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just do it for like an additional week in solidarity with Frank, and then we can have a drink together. So... Currently TBD, but still going.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
I have my water.
Nice.
I've just gotten used to it.
Nice.
Yeah. I went to a wine tasting place with the my book club girls and had water. And a grilled cheese sandwich. But
well, it was probably pretty delicious.
Yes. Fancy bubble water that cost $5. It's like,
that's the worst.
If I would have known it was $5, I would have just gotten literal water, but whatever. That's supposed to be one of the advantages of Dry January is not spending as much on drinks.
Right.
Like, if the water's $5.
I mean, that was probably still cheaper than whatever the wine was.
Yes, it was. Yes, for sure.
But still.
It's
$5 for water is, yeah. Sad state of affairs.
Yes, agreed.
Yes.
Anything else going on? How are you, Amanda? I talked a lot in the beginning. I apologize. I spent the whole day with a 4-year-old, so a lot of grown-up talk.
I hear that. Kiddo was home with us today because it was Lunar New Year, so daycare was closed.
Oh, that's right.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's
cool
like,
them. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the other parents were kind of grumbling about it, but I was like,
I mean, they're closed on Christmas.
Exactly.
Oh.
And, you know, it's like, what, I guess, lucky me that, like, it isn't that much of an inconvenience right now to, like,
right,
have her home, that it was kind of, like, nice.
Yeah.
But also I say that in the same breath as Daniel was unassigned today, so he could be full-time childcare person, and I could just kind of like drop in when I had a free moment, be like, I'm gonna come play. The stars aligned so that like it was a fun day. But I'm still pretty tired because it's like any down moment I have goes to like taking care of her and So yeah, your girl's real tired tonight.
Well, I will try to not go on any more tangents.
I was going to add that I know I already texted it to you guys, but I went to my like annual well woman appointment today at my gynecologist, and the nurse is like, doing the preliminary stuff, taking down the notes and whatnot, asks me completely seriously if I still have my cycles. And in my head, I was like, bitch, I'm 37. And you can see that on your chart.
It's like such an odd question. So do they ask, and also...
So they always ask when your first day of your last period was. But this time, before she asked that, she went ahead and asked if I'm still having my cycles.
Yeah, that's just like so bizarre.
Yeah. Also weird wording, but whatever.
It is. But also like... So yes, you could be like perimenopausal, like in your late 30s. Like I've certainly known women that this has happened to, but like the percentage of women that happens to is like very small. So like, it's like in the same way that bars, when they have to card people, like when is an acceptable threshold
cutoff point
to do that? And I feel like late 30s is probably not
early. Yeah, it felt early. It took me aback. And then when I was talking to my gynecologist, we were talking about like different vaccines and like if I wanted any additional testing, etc. And I was saying that I don't think I ever finished my hepatitis B vaccines, like way back in the day.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, we can like test you for antigens and antibodies, and then you can do it." It's like, okay. Apparently, it's not very common here. It's very common in Asia, apparently. And it will give you liver cancer. Okay, let's do that. And then I was like, yeah, and I saw the HPV one, but like, I was like too old when it came out. And she's like, no, you can get that till you're 45.
Oh.
Well.
So did you get it?
Then let's just do it. Yeah, I have the lab orders. I just need to go to the lab, but I have the orders. Like, okay. Let's do it. And then she was like, yeah, because I was like asking like, what does hepatitis B do? And she was like, well, it can give you liver cancer. And of course, HPV can give you cervix cancer. She's like, that's kind of what viruses do a lot of times. Like, they'll give you cancer later on. She's like, I'll be interested to see what COVID will give us. Probably like brain cancer because, it does like neurological shit. I was like, oh my God. That is the little thing that I didn't need to like, that's the 2 and 2 I didn't need to put together. Yeah,
I was just going to go on a tangent about the HPV vaccine. Literally, my doctor, who's like team science all the way, and like I've been going to her for years, that she's like, "Oh yeah, no, don't even bother. You probably have HPV already." She's like, "Have you had sex with more than one person in your life? Yeah, you've got HPV already. Don't worry."
I remember you saying that because I think we've talked about it on the podcast before.
We have.
I have been going to my gynecologist for that like longer than we've been doing this podcast.
Yeah. And I thought that it was just a vaccine that I couldn't get anymore. That like it was like for your teen years. My gynecologist, who's also team science, was like, no, you get it till you're 45. You want to get it? All right, let's do it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I had seen that on Twitter. Dr. Jen Gunther had talked about how she just got the HPV vaccine for the first time as like a 40-something-year-old woman.
Yeah. Apparently you can. And why not?
Cool.
Exactly. I imagine insurance covers it, yeah?
Yeah. Well, because it could prevent cervical cancer and all that stuff. So it's a preventative care.
Because apparently that's what viruses do.
Yeah.
Something that none of us wanted to think about.
They do bad things.
It's great.
Yeah. Hepatitis B. Like,
ginkgo or whatever it is.
I had no idea. Like, I knew that Hep C did shit to your liver and like is incurable. And like, I knew it wasn't good. But I didn't realize what Hep B did. I'm guessing that's also probably what hepatitis A does, which makes sense that they're all strains of hepatitis. But
I would imagine not. Yeah, I would imagine none of the hepatitises are good.
No.
I don't think there's like a good hepatitis to get.
Right, but C is the worst, right? Because
it's like I'm jockeying for A personally. It's like the worst game of marry, fuck, kill ever.
Well, I believe that A and B are what you can get vaccinated.
Yes.
Well,
but no, C is worse because there's no vaccine.
Yes.
Right? Which I did not know. And my doctor asked that in like a recent appointment about, like which hepatitis I was vaccinated for. And I know that like B is the common one and like A, you only get vaccinated for like if you're traveling somewhere.
Traveling. Maybe that's the one I started but didn't finish.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And so I was like, said something about like Hep C. And I was like, oh, no, I've been vaccinated for that. And she's like,
no, you haven't.
No, you haven't because one doesn't exist. And I was like, no, I feel real dumb.
Oh.
So it looks like Hep A is acute and people usually improve without treatment.
Oh, wow.
C is B is preventable with the vaccination. And then C, I think you just have to manage. Isn't that what Pamela Anderson has?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's actually, according to this random article on the internet, there's at least Hep A through G.
What?
Interesting.
That's a lot of hepatitis.
It's a lot of hepatitis. Yeah. Maybe not make that the episode title.
No.
No. Well, funny. I feel like it doesn't encourage listening.
No. So, all right, let's move on. Move on from the diseases.
Anyway, I'm excited to get more vaccines.
Shoot them up.
Give them all to me. I remember, like, specifically, one of the hepatitis.
Hepatitis.
Oh, God.
I think I had gotten, like, one of the doses and you need multiple doses, and it was when I had come back, like, on summer break or something in between 2 years of college, and I went to a clinic and I was going to get it done, but I would have had to pay for it just because of the way that things worked out with, like, my insurance and school and being in France and whatever. And I was, like, so outraged that I would have to pay for a vaccine that I was, like, very disenchanted with American medical processes and procedures. It's like, screw that. I'll just get it for free in France. And then I went back to France and promptly forgot.
Oh,
Nice.
So, yeah.
You gotta utilize that reminder thing on your phone.
This would have been before that.
Yeah, I had a Nokia
T9 to yourself.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. Do you know not even a flip phone.
Oh, wow.
The brick.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I just learned, speaking of? You can schedule text messages to go out the same way you can schedule, like, emails.
Emails?
Yeah, because you know how, like, in Gmail you can do send later?
Does it work, though? I feel like I've heard that I've heard it's even been faulty with emails. Like, I won't even schedule an email.
I've never done it with Gmail. I kind of hate Gmail, personally. But with Outlook, like, at work, I definitely schedule emails.
I've scheduled emails through it both. When I went on maternity leave, maybe both times, definitely with Alex, I think. I scheduled, like, committee emails and stuff to go out, and like just general, like, emails that I knew were going to be over the next 3 months, and I CC'd myself to make sure that they went out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, and then I should have gone a step further and set a reminder on my phone to be like, make sure email went out, or, this email's supposed to go out. Because if it didn't go out, I wouldn't have remembered. But,
right, exactly.
The intention was there.
It's a half fail-safe.
Exactly.
So how does it work in iMessage?
So in iMessage, I got an email from Pop Sugar as a part of their daily digest and tried it once. So bear with me. I don't really remember. Hold on. Let me just pull up that email. We could, like, learn together.
Oh.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought I figured out something, but it's just how to send with effects. Never mind.
You know about the thing where you tap the apple on the back of the phone, right?
No.
I'm sorry, what?
So it's for accessibility, like, to make it easier. You can, like, set something. I think you have to pick, like, a function, but if you tap the apple on the back of your phone, it'll work. And that actually absolutely does work.
Wait, tap the what on the back of your phone?
Tap the apple on the back of your phone.
Oh, right.
Oh,
It's
see, I
covered by
got
my case. Shit.
a little magnet strip like covering over it because it's like that's like our holder in the car that you kind of like.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think it. Yeah. Here, I'll show you how to do that. That's actually super cool too. So go into your settings. Listen at home, everybody. Go into your settings. Go down to, sorry if you don't have an iPhone, accessibility. Okay, so go into accessibility, then go down to touch. Then at the very bottom, back tap. If you click on double tap. Okay, and then just click any of the ones that you want to do. I will do the flashlight to show that it works. And then if you just tap the back twice on the apple, it turns the flashlight on.
Cool.
Oh my god, I love this.
Very cool.
Did it work, Shandy?
Let's see. I did 2 things.
Did I? Yep, there it is. I don't know if it turns it off or not, but...
Okay, let's see.
It does not. Oh, it does. It does.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it works.
There it goes.
I've got the thingy. Hold on.
But no, I didn't do it on my... I did it higher up. It worked.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta make...
I would put double tap for the camera and triple tap for the flashlight.
Yeah. So, Amanda, I did it up here, and it worked best for me right below.
How hard do you have to...
Yep. Got it.
Yeah. I think you just need to figure out your phone thing. So you can set any of those things to do that. Cool,
Oh my god, that's so cool. Thank you.
Very nice. It's very nice that Apple is like thinking about accessibility.
Yeah.
Granted, it makes like everyone's life a little better.
Yeah.
But under the guise of accessibility, I like it. Oh, I still didn't figure out how to schedule text messages.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to. I just need to figure out which is the correct link. All right, guys, this might have to be something that we do next week because there's a lot of reading here. And I might be wrong. So that's this week's lesson.
I'm jazzed about this week's lesson, so that's great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to explore a lot of these.
Anyway, all right, I will look that up and see if that was a real thing. Because I asked Jay, I was like, hey, did you get a text from me at 6 o'clock? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, I thought I said it. But every day at 6, I get a notification about, like, setting up more automatic messages. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I sent it to the wrong person.
Or 6 a.m.
I don't know. Somebody out there is screaming, you dummy, you didn't do it right. Look, it was a TikTok hack. A TikTok hack, okay? Leave me alone. All right, we gotta move on.
Just being on TikTok.
I didn't know. I know the link that I got it from TikTok. So
that seems.
Which I did find it.
Given our age.
Yes, somebody else discovered the thing for me, and then I read the thing. Cool. All right. So, to be continued. Moving on. Does anybody else have anything?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Cool. I had found this fun little thing, and I thought it just might be a fun little guessing game. It's from Reddit. The data was compiled from 2021 data, obviously. And it is the most popular snack in each state.
Ooh, fun.
So the states aren't labeled as just a map of America with a snack picture over the state. So bear with me. But I'll start with our states. Okay, Amanda, the state snack of New York is Chips Ahoy.
Oh.
I could get down with that. And the state snack of Connecticut is Oreos.
Yes, more accurate. Better choice.
New Jersey is also Oreos.
Huh.
Yeah, randomly.
Good job, Jersey.
Yeah, you go, Jersey. Let's see. Shandy Pants. The Shandy Pants. The I gotta pull up a map because I don't know which one is Montana.
The big one with the face.
Yeah, it's
and profile.
That kind of is like that. It's like
okay. I thought it's up by the border, right?
Wait, it's the other way.
Are you attached to Idaho?
Indeed.
Okay, I thought that it was that one, but I didn't want to do the one next to it and fuck it up. Okay. Real good.
As long as you don't confuse it with the Dakotas, we're good.
No, I do know the Dakotas, thankfully. I am... I mean,
we
come
just
on.
like to make fun of them.
Carmen Sandiego, man.
Where in the world is
Carmen Sandiego? All right, this Shandy Pants, the state snack or the most popular snack in California is Cheetos. My heart. And the most popular snack in Montana is Rice Krispie treats.
Mm.
You know,
Which I think
can see that.
So,
Little bummed by this. I was expecting more like regional delights. These are all just like grocery store
snacks.
bargain aisles.
Well, yeah, you know.
All right, what about North Carolina?
All right, so the snack of North Carolina is, hold on, I've got to scroll in. Ooh, there we go. Starburst.
And a snack.
I'm a little embarrassed that I couldn't see that was Starburst from that far out. Oreos is a really popular snack in the United States, apparently. In addition to Connecticut and New Jersey, we also... Look, is that Delaware? No, Maryland. Delaware has Fritos. Oh, I need to move to Delaware. Virginia is also Oreos. Maryland. Let's see. Name another state. Oh, and Hawaii Oreos. They love their Oreos in Hawaii.
Huh.
According to this, Data is Beautiful subreddit.
They're Oreos that they spend $25 on.
Right.
Because they were imported from the mainland.
Anybody want to guess?
What about this?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, what about the state of Washington?
Washington State is Cheez-Its.
Huh. Did you guys used to make fun of Washington too?
No, but my best friend from college is from Seattle, and she loves the shit out of Cheez-Its. She would like bring them to France from the US. That was like her thing, that like if anyone came to visit her, bring Cheez-Its.
Oh my God.
It's hilarious.
There you go. So obviously
obviously it's true.
Obviously it's true.
Oh my God, that's amazing. There's a little bit of an interesting thing going on in the South. So North Carolina has Starburst with, I don't really like Starburst, but it looks like it's South Carolina. It's not. But South Carolina, it looks like it has salt and vinegar kettle chips, but I can't read if it's salt and vinegar. I know it's kettle chips, though. And then you go down to Georgia, and they have Lay's. So we go from kettle chips to Lay's. And then Alabama knows where it's at because they like Ruffles.
I don't know. Kettle chips are my favorite. Ooh, what is Massachusetts? Is it Cape Cod chips?
Oh, hold on. Massachusetts is Crunch Bar.
Oh, again, not a snack. It's a candy bar. Candy bars are not snacks.
It looks like Rhode Island is Ritz, but I think it's the little Ritz. It's so tiny, like I can't tell.
Oh, Rhode Island is also a small state.
Well, that's why
the full size Ritz. They're like, oh, it's the mini Ritz.
Wait, so what is Idaho?
Idaho is Cliff Bars.
potato?
They love Cliff Bars in Idaho.
Huh. And what about the Dakotas?
The Dakotas, North Dakota is sunflower seeds. South Dakota is a Milky Way.
Again, not a snack.
And then Nebraska,
but
Fritos.
proving once again that South Dakota is better than North.
Zachary tonight in the car was like, I really like Milky Ways. It's like,
they're a solid candy bar.
I like Milky Ways.
Yeah, I like the midnight ones, the dark chocolate ones.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Without saying, by far superior. But both are tasty.
Okay, what about south of Montana? What about Wyoming?
Wyoming, sunflower chips. Sunflower chips. Wyoming is also sunflower seeds.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks like...
I mean, that's like a quintessential road trip food. I mean, snack, I guess. And since you are driving...
A lot.
Just a lot. With nothing in between, I guess
it's not a terribly efficient snack. Because I feel like you have to eat a lot of them. And if you're driving, don't you want to eat something you could like eat quickly and be like satiated?
No, because it holds you over for a long period of time. because you're constantly just like
that, yeah.
Eating seeds.
Yeah. But like getting the salt off and then breaking the shell and then extracting the seed and then taking out the shell.
And that's how you eat a sunflower seed.
Not for me personally. Better for the birds.
I do love me some sunflower seeds, but I wouldn't.
I love sunflower seeds.
No.
I like salty sunflower seeds.
Yes.
I like the ones that are already like deshelled.
Oh no, but that's like you have your active. It's a snack with an activity, and you've just taken out the activity.
Well, see, but I don't eat them as a snack. I like put them in food.
Oh,
Real
okay,
food.
well that's fair.
Does anybody want to know what Florida and Texas are?
Yes, please.
Only because you've like piqued my interest in the way you phrased that.
So Florida is donuts, like the Hostess little mini donuts.
Ugh. Stupid.
And Texas is Funyuns.
Oh God. That's disgusting.
No, thank you. That's worse than sunflower seeds.
I might need to move to Nebraska because they also like Fritos. But maybe it's a good thing because, we all know I can't eat too many Fritos. It looks like Missouri it's either chocolate chips or raisins. Chocolate.
Are they raisinets? Mm-mm. A chocolate-covered raisin?
No. It's definitely a chocolate chip-looking thing, but it's a purple bag, which leads me to believe it's raisins, because aren't
those are red box.
Wow. That is a boring snack.
Oh, Jamie Joe's going to fight you, okay?
He's a raisin person?
No. Raisins aren't boring snacks. I mean, I think this is chocolate chips with raisins in them or whatever. That's what I was trying to get.
I think you can have a chocolate chip with a raisin in it.
A chocolate chip raisins? Yeah.
Then it's just a chocolate covered raisin.
No.
Which is what a raisinette is.
No, chocolate chip cookies.
Ow.
With raisins.
You just said chocolate chips.
Chocolate chip cookies with raisins? Why would you ruin the chocolate chip cookies?
Is it maybe an oatmeal raisin cookie?
Oh, maybe that's what I was getting at.
Still, oatmeal chocolate chip is far superior.
I can't see. The problem is it's so tiny on this map. I can't.
I think we also
Caroline
learning that as we are so divided in so many things, and we have, we live in a world of alternate facts. I think we all don't share the same definition of what a snack is. We've got some dessert in here. We've got some candy in here. Not all of them are true.
I don't know.
Snack.
Look, I don't think that we can really, you snack on what you snack on. You like what you like. Everybody has a different definition. It's like,
Onions, though? Come on.
Well, you want to know Alaska? Alaska is Nature Valley, the crunchy ones. Sorry to our Alaskan listeners.
Because they last for a millennia. I'm sure I have one crunched up in the bottom of every purse I own.
Well, speaking of, we have two very opposite ones right next to each other, okay? Colorado has the cosmic brownies, the little Debbie's brownies with the, colorful candy on top of them.
Oh, I thought you were saying weed brownies.
No.
That's where I was going to.
No, I believe they're called cosmic brownies.
Okay.
And then if you head a little further south to New Mexico, they are all about the Jack Links, the beef jerky.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know what that is.
Beef jerky.
Gross.
All right. Any other states that you're dying to know? If you'd like to know, I'll save this link on my in my browser. And if anybody wants to know, let me know, and I will let you know your state.
I am curious to know.
Yeah, no, you first.
Utah.
Ooh,
Utah. Okay. Three Musketeers.
Respectable.
Yeah.
How about Vermont?
Vermont is is that an Almond Joy? Oh, no. Almond Joy is Point in New Hampshire. Sorry.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wait. If I click on this, it actually makes it bigger. That's what she said, I know. It's the chocolate chip mini muffins, which are, honestly, if I had to remove the chips from the factor, because I love me some Ruffles or some, as we know, Cheetos and Fritos, I would pick chocolate chip mini muffins. They are my favorite other snack. Let me see if I can make the...
I'm surprised it wasn't like Ben & Jerry's or something.
I got it! Missouri, it's Grandma's oatmeal raisin cookies.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then...
All those raisins with some
about
chocolate
snacks,
chips.
apparently. Like strong opinions on snacks.
Serious. Everybody does. Hey, remember how long we talked about like favorite Halloween candies?
That's true.
True.
That's true. I really love snacks. I would like not eat meals, I think. If like I had my druthers, I would just snack all day. I have very strong feelings about snacks.
I would do that as well.
Yeah.
All right. If anybody out there also wants to know.
What about Wisconsin?
Wisconsin? Snickers.
Huh.
Respectable.
Yeah.
So
Who doesn't love a good Snickers?
Snack.
Iowa, though, Pringles.
It's like America. This is why we're fat. If we're all snack on candy bars.
Oh, stop.
It's a delicious treat.
But yeah, a treat can be a snack, though.
A treat is a treat. I don't eat a treat because I'm hungry. I eat a treat because I am treating myself.
a roll is a roll.
A roll
is a roll. You don't pay no tolls. We don't eat no rolls.
Exactly.
Well, Kansas is into the Nutter Butters.
Actually, those aren't bad. I don't know why. I think now I'm just being curmudgeon-y about it. Nutter Butters are perfectly fine.
Well, Illinois is very whatever, because theirs is Skinny Pop popcorn.
Huh.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, does anyone have? Speaking of popcorn, has anyone got Smart Food on there?
I don't think so.
Ah, see, that's a great snack.
Don't forget, this was 2021 data, and nobody was eating Smart Food while in quarantine.
I should have, though. That would have been a good thing to have in hand.
Oregon had sea salt kettle chips. And then we talked about Idaho with their Cliff Bars. Power to them, man.
It's very dense.
Oh, we have a Twinkie. We have
What?
a Twinkie. Anybody want to guess what state we haven't talked about yet that has a Twinkie?
Mississippi.
Shut the fuck up. How'd you guess
Was it
that?
right?
Yes.
I have strong feelings about snacks in parts of the country, apparently.
Yes, Mississippi is Twinkies, and then Louisiana is a payday bar.
Oh, interesting.
All right. On that note, everybody, before we take our
imagine it'd be just like Purple Haze. Pint of Abita.
before we take our commercial break, I have one question for you. When does a joke become a dad joke?
I don't know.
When it becomes apparent.
I was going to say when it makes you laugh like that. That's when you know it's a dad joke.
But all right, on that note, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back for a little bit of feedback. All right, we're back, munching away on our snacks inspired by the last segment, which... if you're not, then we haven't done our job right. What is wrong with you?
That's true. You started too early. Had I known we were going to start, I would have muted myself to finish my chewing.
No, it's quite perfect. Some OG
As I usually try to do. I usually try to mute myself if I am chewing.
Sorry. This first bit of feedback is for me. And it is birth control pills and patches will not require a prescription in North Carolina starting on Tuesday. And basically, yeah, I don't need to read the full article. Tuesday would be today, because this was from yesterday. But yeah, so there was a law signed on August 20th that went into effect February 1st that allows qualified pharmacists to give and administer certain medications, including certain forms of birth control. So, while the world is burning around women in other states, we at least get something like that, I guess. The law explicitly does not allow pharmacists to distribute emergency contraception, such as the morning after pill, but that medication is already available over the counter. And I'm guessing that that's not a moral thing. That's probably a capitalism thing, because, you know, that shit's like $60 and they probably don't want to lose that.
Like they're $60.
Yeah.
Right. $6 in France.
But, you know, that's okay, because honestly, it was probably better to be available over the counter, like morning after pill, because you are still reliant on the pharmacists, you know, their own beliefs when they're given such power, right? How many instances have we read about where a pharmacist refused to prescribe like a birth control pill, refused to fulfill like a birth control pill prescription or something like that? So it is probably for the better that things like Plan B.
Like, how's that not illegal?
It is.
You don't get to choose. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It might not be illegal. I mean, it's, yeah.
I can't just refuse to do my job. I don't know how this works for other people.
The United States is a very religious country, and yeah, for as much as we like to say it's not.
Exactly.
But anyway, I just want to share that
fake
happy
religious country.
We're hypocritical. It's part of who we are.
I think that's just the same thing. Religious and hypocritical. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Because I would argue that we're not a very religious country. Like, we're kind of the opposite of a very religious country. But that's neither here nor there. Like, how can you have a capitalist country that's religious? It doesn't make sense.
Our next bit of feedback actually goes hand in hand with something that... Oh, our next bit of feedback is from Shandy. And this is Hocus Pocus 2 has a release date. Shandy, take it away.
Yeah, I saw this on the interwebs, and I still don't know how I feel about this. They don't need to do a second one. The first one is perfect as it is. Let's leave it at that. But we did get a date for the release, and it's going to be very fittingly October 31st, 2022. Didn't need it, but obviously I'll watch it.
Yeah, I guess. But I agree. I feel like I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to be really sad about it.
Yeah, I'm going to be disappointed. But, you know, I will say, we mentioned it on, I think, our live show, The Craft, the new Craft that came out. And I had heard, and it was even confirmed, like, at the meetup, like, don't watch it, you're going to be disappointed. And I watched it on one of my flights, I think, to France. Yeah. Weird selection of movies. And I actually really liked it.
Ooh. Interesting.
So, who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised with Hocus Pocus also. Because that was another one where it was like, it was a cult classic. Like, did we really need to revisit it? But I actually really liked it. So, I don't know. We'll see about Hocus Pocus too.
So we should not judge it as harshly as perhaps we judge snacks. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, to be decided.
Right, like, let's not get carried away here, Amanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should still be, I think we're the appropriate amount of cautious. And
okay, good. Because I feel like I can't be any less cautious. I feel like this is a comfortable amount of caution.
Yeah. Like, we should not get our hopes up, because then they will be dashed.
Yes.
But if we go into it with the correct attitude of, like, we didn't need a second one, but I'm going to watch it.
Right. Well, we'll see. The sad thing is we won't get to talk about it for our next year Halloween episode.
Oh, my God.
Because it comes out before that will air.
Well, we could talk about it on the following episode.
That's very true as well. That is very true as well. I was just going to say, let's set a date to do our 80s movies extravaganza podcast.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to set a date to talk about Hocus Pocus.
Let's just get this on our calendar, like, way out there to make sure that we don't have any conflict. Okay, so on March 1st, get your feedback in for us by February 28th, obviously. And here are the movies that we will be watching. What movies are we watching?
We said Neverending Story.
Neverending Story. And that's an 80s movie? Newsies was the 90s one that we decided to wait, right?
Yes, because it's 90s.
Okay.
I think we should also do the
Labyrinth
one.
Okay.
Right, the Labyrinth, yeah.
Okay. And then there was a third one, wasn't there?
Never-ending Story. I don't remember.
Do you guys want to do Working Girl, since that's kind of the theme of...
That's actually a very good movie.
I've never seen it.
That was an early quarantine watch.
Oh, nice.
That's the one with Melanie Griffith.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it either.
They're like on the Staten Island ferry, and they make it look very like cinematic and beautiful, and like, let the river run, let all the dreamers face the nation.
I'll just so Neverending Story, Labyrinth. We'll do the Goonies. Working Girl we'll throw on there, and then there was another one that we had talked about and settled on that wasn't Newsies, and I can't remember what it was, but I'm gonna insert it right here when I remember it, and after I text you guys to confirm that we're still on board for it. So hopefully we remember.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, yay! March 1st. Woohoo! Exciting. All right. The next bit of feedback that we have is from. This is in regards to the. I'm sorry. This feedback is from the "Am I the Asshole" story, and it's from Mandy, and she stumbled upon this Instagram story from @StyleFitFetty, and there's a lot in her story that's pinned up top, but. This is just when we were questioning, like, how could somebody think that the period comes out of the butt? Spoiler alert, not safe for work content coming up. She said, I guess this must be a doctor. I had one patient who was under the impression that the belly button was for sex, and 3 patients who didn't know their urethra was different from their vagina, and 1 who had been giving her husband her oral contraceptive pills, thinking they were each supposed to take one daily. No! I would love to know what happened to that dude. I would love to know.
No. Oh, no.
And then, following up about the belly button thing, I worked at a BYUI health clinic, which must have been Brigham Young, maybe?
Yeah.
Which would make a whole lot of sense for these stories. No offense, but a provider had not 1 but 2 couples in for infertility treatment, and it turns out they thought that you got pregnant through the belly button.
No.
At least that dude knew where babies came out of. I'll give him that.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, it's starting to make him look better. The belly button is, dare I say, impregnable. Like, how can you think that it's supposed to go
right? Like,
because
what do you?
Not everyone has innies, so it's like if you don't,
right? Like, how innie was that innie?
Or how tiny was that micro penis? I don't know.
Just like bumper cars, just like.
And just another question: If there was an Audi, did they think that was the clit? Were they like rubbing the Audi?
Well, if you thought that the belly button was for sex, you probably have no idea what a clit is.
That's a very good point. Unless you heard it, unless you saw like Old School or one of those movies that mentions it, right?
Yeah. Sex is not for pleasure. Sex is for procreating.
Except if you're doing it wrong.
That's a really strange, like, take on the missionary if you're aligning belly button to penis.
It's like, well, that's where the babies grow from, so you just kind of...
So which do you never do? You never go ass to mouth, or you never go belly button to penis?
I think this is a both and.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's just so many stories. Maybe that's why this woman's like handle is or her like name itself is like belly button, whatever. Because there are so many stories about belly button sex. I didn't realize. I thought people just did it in the butt when they wanted to still be virgins. I did not know that there was an actual subculture of people out there, and I should, because I've seen many clips from the January 6th insurrections at this point, including that QAnon one. So I should not be surprised that people think that you fuck in your belly button.
Yeah.
For procreating, not for pleasure.
Right. This is actually, so she's a blogger from Utah named Fatima Dedrickson.
Okay.
At Style Fit Fatty. And I believe, so she has like a bunch of different ones pinned. And so these are all coming from, like, she has a whole category of belly button ones.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That makes a lot of sense.
There's another pinned one called tampons.
Please. Go.
Okay, let's see.
Not safe for work warning.
Let's see. My brother-in-law seriously thought girls' periods were controlled by the moon, like the tides.
I think that's just our moods, like everybody's moods.
I asked husband what the R and S stand for on tampons. Apparently, right side.
I love that. All right.
My husband said ribbed and soft.
Okay.
My husband, round and square.
Well, you know.
Somebody else said, ask my boyfriend this. He said, for large mouth vaginas and small mouth vaginas.
Cool.
My husband, regular flow and super flow with the hand pump at the end.
Good old tampon hand pump.
My husband said reuse and recycle.
Could you imagine?
Best guess when it comes... This is one's a conversation.
Okay.
Best guess when it comes to tampons, what does the R and S stand for? No Googling. And he responds, I honestly haven't got a clue. Toxic shock syndrome? A word for R and a word for S. No clue? LOL. No clue. Is this going to end up on Instagram? It's possible. Can you make a guess? Can you make a guess? Rest and stretch. Hey, this person knew toxic shock syndrome, so there's that.
Hey.
It's probably one of those like right-wing scare tactic syndrome words that they rate, like, don't let your daughters wear tampons because they're going to die of toxic shock syndrome.
Toxic shock syndrome.
They're going to die of toxic shock.
Always wear nylons. Can't wear socks.
Damn liberals and their toxic socks.
The lady doesn't wear socks. Unseemly.
Oh my god. Thank you so much, Mandy, for sharing these. I'm going to go through this tomorrow because, wow.
Yeah.
And one last thing, actually, this was something that I had found, and it was a Washington Post story, and it actually is a follow-up on what we were talking about last week with the dad who refused to get the COVID vaccine to get a heart transplant, which I have read so much more about, like, over the last week, and I am so incredulous still. Like, Anyway, there's this dude who lives in North Carolina, and for the last 4 years, he suffered from severe kidney disease. He's been on dialysis since July 2020. His kidneys are functioning at just 4%, and he was turned down for a kidney transplant because he would not get the COVID vaccine. And despite, like, you know, the requirements, he's 38 years old and acknowledged that his kidney disease is a ticking time bomb, but he will not get the vaccine no matter what. And he told the Washington Post, quote, there is not a situation in this world that I'll get a vaccine. If I'm laying on my deathbed and they tell me, you have a kidney waiting on you if you get this shot, I'll tell them I'll see you on the other side, unquote.
I guess what I don't understand is, why is the one, like, medical procedure okay and not the other one?
It's a whole level of brainwashing. Mm-hmm. Like to him, being politically right is worth more than his life, and that is insane.
Oh, gosh, that's terrible.
And that's really sad for his family too.
I don't know. His family might be just equally as brainwashed and thinking he's like some martyr or something. Like, what's his name? Chad Carswell. If I'm ever driving in Hickory, North Carolina, and I come to like Chad Carswell Boulevard, I don't know. I'm gonna be like, Waze, give me another way around. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna be like, this is the worst fucking timeline confirmed. I was talking to Mike about the heart person over the weekend, and like, you know, we were just talking about like how it's a privilege and like how truly crazy it is that you would turn down a vaccine that would literally save your life, right? That will give you however many years. I was like, yeah, like hearts don't grow on trees. And then I realized that this comes down to the fucking giving tree, and how if the giving tree was here, she would have given that dude her heart and would not have cared if he was vaccinated or not. So this just comes back to the entitlement that is taught to us from the fucking giving tree, that stupid book.
Yeah. If that's fair.
Okay.
It was just the thought that I had. I was like, yeah, it doesn't grow on trees, but it does grow on giving trees.
Yep.
Hearts grow on giving trees.
One specific, very influential tree.
Yes.
All right, moving on real quick. We have a bit of feedback from Martha. Martha says, just to add to the mini outfit story, it's actually her look for the 30th anniversary of Disneyland Paris, where celebrations start in March, aligning with Women's History Month, as you pointed out. Stella McCartney designed the outfit. Minnie has also worn pants before on Disney cruises as her sailing captain outfit. And of course, I love it. I can't believe people complain about every fucking thing. Amen.
Man, that really is what it is. Complaining about every fucking thing.
Isn't that though? That's like the libs' job, right? To like be really like morally offended by everything. Isn't that supposed to be the libs that do that? I'm confused.
Right, because some people are morally offended by other people being treated terribly and dehumanized, while other people are just offended that they, you know, have to go to a used bookstore to get a Dr. Seuss book.
That candy cartoons can't wear heels. You know, the important stuff.
The important stuff.
All the fake stuff. Fuck.
Guys, I'm going to be the green M&M in stilettos for Halloween this year. I'm going to get the highest heels I can find and really show those fucking libtards who's boss, okay?
Look how sexy I am.
And then to finish up, Matt said, with all the Peacemaker talk, I gotta re-recommend the excellent Harley Quinn show that's also on HBO Max. Something else to chew on in the future. For one of the broadcast special shows you thought about doing, why not go through the broadcast book club list and pick one to discuss? You could even include the choosing in one of the crossover episodes. I love that idea. I would read a book to... And then we can do a live Zoom with it, like an actual broadcast book club.
Ooh. Yeah, I do like that.
So let's over the next few weeks take a look at Matt's list. It's in the show notes every single week. Every week. There's not a week that it's not in there. And we'll pick one of them, and we can read it and give everybody another like month or so to read it, and maybe we can have a Zoom episode, right, with it.
It's gonna take me longer than a month to read a book.
Depends on the book.
Yeah, if we pick a short book, I could do it in a month.
Okay. Let's do that. I like that idea. If we can get it done. Okay, cool. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thank you. That's
Good
great.
suggestion.
Okay. All right, and then we've got some Matt's What She Said.
Hello, Matt. Thank you for joining us.
It ended kind of like,
With your legs out in front of you, and you go from one to the other side.
What?
I was talking about the mermaid stretch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you just come?
Shandy, you gotta stay a little bit more frustrated than that.
Why don't you just come?
Yes!
yes.
Reach deep inside.
I suppose the humming won't help.
That's so much more in.
Does he eat it first and savor it with his tongue?
I just choked on my drink.
It's their loss because I will take all of them.
You slip it in.
You put it up there for 18 seconds or 15 seconds on each side, and then you swish it, and then you swirl it, and it's like in there for like a good minute, then you squeeze it. You squeeze the top.
Hell yeah.
I wondered where we were going with that. But
You're right. That was a long
Then I got there.
One. When we did it, we held the instructions up like this and read it to each other. And read it to each other.
What do you mean it's not the belly button?
I mean, it says here clearly the belly button.
Now insert it in the other hole. You're looking at your belly button like, where's the second hole?
Do you see another hole?
I just see the one with the little fuzzies in it.
I think we're doing this wrong.
Let me try to finger yours.
It's just like poking.
Oh my God. I know that somewhere out there's a subreddit for belly button fingering, and I am never going to visit it.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Now, swirl it for 30 seconds. Oh God, I wish I could read this like Andy Dick in Old School. Second Old School reference of the night. I wish I could read it, like, now swirl it for 30 seconds. Now swish it up like this. Make sure you squeeze the tip out.
The one we used several times in France was like that.
Who knows what I'm going to be doing at 7 p.m., but I'll probably be in the downtown parts.
That's like one of those quintessential things in a sitcom when they're like, do you hear it? You can't say it like that.
There's got to be a better way to say that.
Narrator, there was.
Unless if you're doing it in the belly button and then you're in the midtown parts.
Midtown, yeah. Midtown, borderline uptown.
Midtown girl. The uptown is different.
She's been living in her midtown world with her only having one hole. She's my midtown girl.
Also, who knew that COVID could be so sexy? Test.
COVID tests. Well, they are like pregnancy tests, so there's a little bit of sexiness in there. Except it is literally 400 times worse than a pregnancy test.
Right? Is it with a pregnancy? You just put on a stick, right? Like, I feel like there's so much like, in the nose, another hole. Don't put it in the nose.
Oh no, I was just talking about like the waiting, like.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I'm talking about the process, man.
Oh, the process. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you pee on a stick or you pee in a cup and dip the little thingy in. Because the ones where you pee on the stick, that just says, like, pregnant or not pregnant. I mean, I guess you have the line one there, too. But, like, generally the line ones nowadays are the little, like, strip ones.
I was going to say, I mean, aren't those the only
5 minutes.
options? Pregnant or not pregnant?
There's also maybe pregnant or era.
Like, you tried in the belly button?
There's also the era you did this wrong, dumbass. Like, if you have a hard stream of pee on those digital tests, you can ruin them. It is possible.
Damn.
I did that with an ovulation test with them because you do it your first morning pee, and I guess I peed too hard on it because it was like the morning.
Because you had to go.
As I had to go, and it gave me like the little error message in which the $36 kit is then unusable because the testing thing, I flooded it with pee or something. I don't know. It was dark.
Also, what the hell ovulation test were you using? Jesus.
The Clear Blue Advanced one. After that, I switched to the little ones that you dip the cup in the pee because I was like, this is way too expensive with your fancy technology.
Yeah. Especially if you could ruin it by peeing on it, which you have to
is the point.
pee on it to use it.
Well, you put the thingy in you have the holder and then you have the stick thingies that have the, you put that in and then you pee
have the
on
stick like the the one that you stick up your nose.
Yeah. And
right?
then you pee on that. Like, you put it and you pee on that, if I remember correctly. It's been a few years. But, like, but you can't, you obviously you keep it down. They say, like, keep it vertical because you don't want to pee all over it and ruin it. And I guess, I don't know. I'm not a morning person.
For that much money.
Right? It was. All right. Do we have an Andy update? Are we good? All right, Andy update, and then we're going home. Or we are home. We're going to bed.
We're going to bed.
All right.
All right. Andy writes in, this week in Andy's virginity. Hey, broads. So to try to lighten things up a little bit, at least I know how periods work.
And now you know that sex is not in the belly button.
Y'all learned a valuable lesson that day.
You're welcome. I figured you knew it wasn't, but just in case.
Just in case. At least better than that guy, especially to listen to someone who actually has them and believe their experience, since I'm not an OBGYN. And considering my coworker, we are all the better for it. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton to report this week aside from that coworker really irritating me. But in the interest of trying to put a good foot forward, I'm keeping in mind that I won't be working with this guy forever. As much as we want stability in our lives, life is always changing around us, and there's no telling when the next big event in our lives, either positive or not, will happen. I can meet someone tomorrow, or a year from now, or any time in between or beyond. So while we deal with these frustrating times, it's good to remember that eventually things will change and to try to make the best of it while waiting for the storm clouds to pass. Hashtag I'm with hers, Andy. Hear, hear.
Amen.
Good way to look at it.
Well, thank you, Andy. I like putting the good foot forward. That is in the year of 2022 of our Lord Beyonce. That's a good attitude to have.
Indeed.
Hear, hear.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for listening. We hope that you will send us some feedback if you haven't had a chance to yet for our Real Weird Sister crossover episode. We will be recording it Tuesday the 8th, so if you can get your feedback in by the 7th or even the morning of the 8th, that would be awesome. Thebroadcasters3@gmail.com or give us a call, 331-276-2373. Thank you to the patrons, especially ones that contribute a certain level, and that would be Eckhart Rigner, Tack from Tokyo, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with a Plan, and Ed the Creepy Mailman. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. If you'd like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/JandJack. We, all the shows on the network, tend to do bonus content, at least once a month. We have patron hangouts where, the patrons can watch us record an episode. As I'm sure you've heard, a lot of stuff gets edited out of episodes, so it is pretty fun, I think, to see, what the before product was, because you get some of it when you are at the bonus level, which is the $5 more level, where you hear some of the clips that were cut out, but some of the really bad ones we don't put in. So I believe, for example, there was it was a patron hangout show where Frank's family was in town, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Indeed.
And they had all been like day drinking or something. And then there was like 20 French people on Shandy's bed, and it was wild.
Yeah. It was wild.
And you guys heard... Yeah, it was a good time. And this was like 3 years ago at this point, because time means nothing. But it was like 2019. But, however... Yeah.
It was summer of 2019. Almost 3 years. Crazy.
It was. And you guys, I think the $5 level got, a clip from it. But there was a good 45 minutes that had been cut out of that episode. one was a motherfucker to edit, but it really gave us some great memories. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, patreon.com/Jay and Jack. There's also the Ramblecast, and when Survivor comes back, I do a mini little podcast with Zachary and blah 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 blah. All right.
When is Survivor coming back?
It's coming back sometime in February.
February?
Yeah, they're already promoting it on the TVs.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. Will Jay be back? I don't know. Truly, I don't know. It's a mystery. Anyway, yeah, so Real Weird Sisters next week. I'm not sure if we're recording the following week. We are not recording the week of the 22nd, though. So we will then do our 80s movies extravaganza show on March 1st. And a list of what movies we're watching will be in the show notes. It'll be on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But anyway, all right. I don't think I have anything else. Were there any more announcements I was supposed to make? Cool. All right. Well, on that note, thanks everybody for playing. Broadcasters3@gmail.com, 331-276-2373. We look forward to your feedback. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Ha-ha! It's a